I've just spent a couple of days at the Palisade group of the Abrohlos Islands, and it has been mind-blowing. Big ball-chin groper, super shallow water, on hand lines. Man, those things can pull. The crayfish, I've eaten so many, I think I'm actually going to pop. Swimming with sea lions, it has been next level. But now we head north, more fishing adventures to come. I'm in charge of bacon eggs, and I'm here to say they smell damn good.
Hi, I'm Gary Gaunt. I've been fishing the Abrolhos for about 30 years now. I'm a second generation fisherman, and today in this beautiful weather I'm hoping to put Rob and Paul on some good fish.
Yesterday afternoon, I was lucky enough to fish with an absolute legend, young Kobe. Caught his very first striped tuna. He gave it to me and said, Paul, try and turn this into something else. Well, today, that's what I'm going to do. So today I'm fishing the deep blue sea with Rob Smith there, Rob. You're the deckhand on board this beautiful ship.
Yes, mate. Lucky enough to be out here at the Abrolhos for my work.
Not a bad job at all, eh?
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on what we might catch today?
WA jewfish, pink snapper, ball-chin groper, and many other things that come up out of these waters.
All sounds pretty good to me, mate.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, yep.
Oh!
Yeah, I'm on.
Jeepers, that's a big fish.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Oh, I'm getting a good bite too.
Yeah.
Getting a good bite here. That's really nice, mate. Just got to leave my bait down, sorry, mate, because I'm getting really good bites. What was the bite like?
Oh, it was pretty soft at first, but once he took it,
Yep,
he was away.
Oh, he spat it. These are real fish, and the fact that there's a pair of them, I reckon you might have something really cool here, mate. Come under me, come under me. I'm just going to put this in the right holder so I can help you.
Might need to grab the net.
What do we got here?
Just starting to get some
I've got
colour now.
It might be a pinky, I think.
It might be a pinky.
Pinky or a dewy.
Baldy.
Or a baldy. Like I said, a pinky, a dewy, or a baldy. Good work, mate.
Cheers, mate.
That is a beautiful baldy. Now, being from Victoria, that's not the sort of fish I would expect when you're bottom fishing. But
Yeah.
on tuna too, like, is that normal around here?
Mate, these guys are prolific feeders. They will eat on anything that's in front of them, mate. They're pretty predatorial.
Yep.
So anything that comes past, they'll smash it.
That is amazing, what a start. Interesting fact, the first scheduled air service in Australia left from Geraldton in 1921.
Yep.
Good work. Geez, they're just playing with it, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, some big bites still. What's your theory here? Feeling like another baldy?
Oh, might be. A couple more head pumps. Might be a pinky, but we'll have to just wait and see.
What's your favourite bottom fish you like to catch?
I love WA jewfish.
Isn't it funny? Everyone just likes WA jewfish. What's your biggest dewy?
I've been lucky enough to crack the 20 kilos. I got
Oh!
22, so...
22 kilos?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, that's a fair old fish, mate. I'll grab the net for you. Hope we get one of them today.
Got a bit of colour coming up now.
Here we go, mate.
Yep.
Oh, he got him on. Nice fish,
Nice,
mate.
mate, but I think you're getting a big bite
I
there.
think I might be. Oh, yeah. Oh. Well, you know it's good when the rod holder hooks them for you. And this spot that Gary has put us on is the honey hole. And I feel like a big fat bear. Oh, because this is just crazy. Such incredible conditions today here at the Abrolhos. Oh, I can still taste the bacon eggs. They were so good. We've literally been fishing for not very long at all, and the fish are coming in thick and fast. I might need that net in a second,
Yeah,
mate.
mate, got some colour?
Not yet. There it is, yep. Just got it coming up now. What do we got there? Gee, you can see him down a long way.
Yeah.
I reckon I saw him 20 metres away. What do we got?
Another baldy.
Oh, another baldy.
Beautiful.
That is wrong. I'll just grab that sinker as it comes over. Beautiful. So, I could be wrong, but I
Pigeon
think
pair.
we found a few ball-chin groper. So beautiful little pair of baldies. Now this one on the left's 42. It's over legal size. That's 40, is it?
Yes,
here?
mate, 40 up here.
Is there a maximum size in it?
Nah, if you can get a bigger one, catch him, keep him.
There you go. These things, seriously, I think they are my favourite eating fish in the world. How do you rate them?
Yeah, they're up there, mate, they're up there.
And it's hard because they're endemic to Western Australia. They only live in this part of the world. So if you want to eat ball-chin grouper, you got to come to places like the Abrohlos Islands. On a small hill overlooking the Indian Ocean and the beautiful township of Geraldton is a memorial to the HMAS Sydney, which disappeared without trace on November 19, 1941. 645 souls lost their lives that day, and this is a beautiful monument to honour their sacrifice. The sanctuary forms a dome composed of 645 stainless steel gulls representing those lost. The concept was inspired by an incident which took place when a flock of silver gulls swooped over the assembled crowd during the memorial site dedication ceremony, 19th November 1998. This site was erected in 2001, and at the time, nobody knew the whereabouts of the ship. It was subsequently found on the 16th of March 2008 in 2,480 metres of water, 207 kilometres west of Steep Point. And believe it or not, this woman is looking almost in the exact direction where the ship now lays, lest we forget. So I'm using a paternoster rig today, but it's quite technical. Swivel, dropper, loop on the end of the dropper, a second loop to my little snell here. Those two hooks are snelled on the line, Gamakatsu 9.0 and 8.0 octopus. I can then loop them off and on, so if I happen to lose one, I don't lose my whole rig. Then 150 pound dropper, and you'll see this is much lighter line, only 40 pound down to my sinker. 9 times out of 10, it's the sinker that gets snagged. So worst case, we break that off, tie a new one on, and we don't lose the entire rig.
Oh yeah.
That didn't take long. Let me grab my cup of tea. How long have you been down that time, mate?
Oh, not long at all.
Rob is a fishing machine.
Oh. It's putting up a bit better fight this time.
Now, we made a small move, mate. What are your thoughts?
Oh, I'm hoping
Hoping for Dewey?
Dewey, but can only tell when we get it up.
Well, I'm getting some cracker bites down there too. I'm just going to leave it, and then I'll get the net when you need it. It is a serious bed in that rod, and this little rod is my favourite. I can see colour. It's a little game type JB603. What have we got? Talica 8, fins 40G. That's another baldy, mate.
Baldy, beautiful.
You are the baldy machine. They're coming in thick and fast.
Nice one.
Well done. And we actually made a small move to try and get away from the baldies, only because we caught quite a few, and we're catching more. That's how you know things are good. Well, this is Matt Rudder. He's the CEO, and let me just say, he runs a tight ship. Now, Matt, what happens when the crays leave the boat, the entire process all the way through to China?
Yeah, Paul, so they come through, they get unloaded from the boat, and as you can see here, they get graded on the grading belt. So they get graded for quality and for size, and then they go into our storage tanks over here, and then they get trucked down to Perth, and within 3 to 4 days, they're on a plane and on their way to China.
Now, I just saw crays for days when I was walking to this place, blew me away. How many crayfish or kilos of crayfish do you process in a year?
So we process just under 4 million kilos, which is around about 8 million crayfish.
Now, I would assume, I've done the math, that would make you the largest fisherman's cooperative for crayfish in the world.
That's correct.
We're talking to the big dog. Interesting fact, when you come to downtown Geraldton, make sure you check out Barnacles on the Wharf. This stuff, straight from the cooperative, and I'm here to tell you, it is A-OK. Lots of little bites, but nothing to write home about it. Ooh.
Oh, there you go, that's loaded
That's
up.
a real one. What was I saying? That is just crazy. And the reason I love these rods and reels so much is they're just so light, but they just do such a whopper stopping job. And how good is it a day when you can actually stand out on the duckboard and fish, mate?
Yeah, it's a beautiful day today.
Got all this boat and we decided to stand right on the flat end out here. Now, like most bottom fish, I don't have a lot of idea what this is, but it did go extremely hard. I reckon it could be a snapper. I reckon it could be a jewfish. You know what?
Got a bit of colour.
I reckon it could be a red throat, is it?
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you, my friend.
Nice
Now,
one.
What do you call that species here?
We call that a red throat snapper, yeah.
That is a red throat snapper.
Or
and
emperor.
These are, or red throat emperor, one of the better eating fish. I'll tell you what's interesting about these guys. the first 2 metres is ridiculous. You
Yeah,
think
they
they're
go
twice
hard.
the size. They go so hard, and then they slowly taper off. But I love variety because it's the spice of life. This little guy is lucky because he's going home. See you, mate. And the great thing about emperor, look at that, they don't seem to suffer from barotrauma, whether it's a red-throat emperor or a red emperor. They just go back so well. They're such beautiful fish. This is one of my favourite baits in the world. It's a belly flap. This one's out of a striped tuna. I caught a beautiful West Australian jewfish off the rocks. It was on a belly flap of an Australian salmon. It's so good because that top hook holds him beautifully. There's plenty of fat in there and the fish just love it. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. That was a nice bite, mate.
Yeah.
You want to get a few solid ones here? That was a really nice hit, eh?
Yeah, it wasn't
How many
bad.
bites did you get before you went solid?
It's probably a good minute or two of little ones picking
Yep.
away at it. But I don't know if it's the biggest fish in the world, but we'll see what it is. Got a bit of colour.
I can see you, mate.
Yeah, a bit of colour. Oh, yeah, another little red throat.
Beautiful, man. Well done.
Yeah,
That's a
it's a
cracking
nice looking fish, eh?
Absolutely beautiful. Rob, we've swapped the fishing rods and reels for some very good-looking attire. What's the plan?
We'll jump in the water, mate, and go catch ourselves a couple of crays with this spring-loaded cray loop. What we're going to do is just get it in behind the cray, open it up, give the cray a little tap on his tail. It usually walks backwards. Let it go. You got yourself a cray. Come on up. We'll have some lunch.
And you're saying there's a chance I might be able to grab one with my bare hands?
Yeah, if they're out in the open a little bit, grab them in, chuck them in catch bag, come up, have a good time.
This is going to be fun. How good is it when you pop your head under a ledge and there's all those crays looking at you?
Yeah, mate, you grab one. If you can get two, all good.
Just sensational. And look at the ball chin, prepared, ready for lunch. That was amazing. Speaking of ball chin, how many fish did we see down there?
Mate, there was hundreds of baldies underneath there.
I was licking my lips, and now it's time. Well, fresh is best, they say. How have we got to this point?
Mate, we've grabbed the crays in the water, chucked them in the ice slurry, prepped all the fish. Now we've got them, cut them in half, cleaned the mustard out. We'll put a bit of butter in there, salt and pepper on the barbie. Happy days.
Get into it, mate. They say butter tastes better, and I like it.
Yeah, mate.
Go for it. This is all about keeping things simple. You don't have to do much to a crayfish to make it taste amazing.
And we like to use a few little secret herbs and spices. Don't tell anyone, but a bit of lemon pepper goes all right. Time to cook them up.
Rob, I have to ask, do you get a little bit blasé living this part of the world doing all this before lunch?
You do a bit, but it is good to get out there and get it done.
Unbelievable. I'm not blasé. Those beautiful ball chin this morning, then to get in the water, to dive, to actually grab our own crayfish and to be eating them within about half an hour. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
2 words, Abrolhos Adventures. And a few more words, this is gold.